back to That Kevin Show with Kevin McCullough.
And we're back from New York. Kevin McCullough, so glad to have you with us on not just the Salem News Channel, but also Biz TV, and then 300 radio stations coast to coast every Saturday night, 9 o'clock. Make an appointment and be here with us. Coming up yet tonight in the New Music Spotlight, we've got Andrea Bocelli, the great tenor, going to join us with a very special selection. I hope that you will stay with us. He was just here in New York last week and got to see him live and in person. John Catsimatidis is my guest, though, the most beloved billionaire in New York City. And John, last night I was listening to your radio broadcast, which is carried by the Salem stations here in New York. And on many stations across the country on Sundays, you can get John's The Cats Roundtable is the name of that show. But you had a great panel, as you always do. And the guests lined up a whole bunch of statistics and stuff that I had not ever kind of put the dot to dots together on. And when you look at the fentanyl crisis, when you look at the amount of land that the Chinese Communist Party has purchased in New York over the or in America over the last few years, and kind of where some of those land purchases have happened, when you look at the TikTok and the spying that they're wanting to do through our personal devices, and you look at things that cannot really be explained, like some of our food manufacturing plants just mysteriously being destroyed from time to time, there's some concern, at least I sensed in your panel, that there may be something very foul afoot from China that we're not necessarily, that our administration may not necessarily be paying attention to. What do you think about all that?
I think it's probably correct. And that's why I worry, is because the fact is, look, there's 1,400,000,000 Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are hardworking, God-fearing people. But there's probably 100 million members of the Communist Party that even the other 1,300,000,000 Chinese fear. They fear them. I believe that with the fentanyl crisis, they're getting even with the United States of America for their opium crisis that we had, what was it, 100 years ago or more. And 107,000 Americans have died in the last 12 months from fentanyl. And that's a direct attack on our people. And with people coming through the border, terrorists are coming through the border. There's no way of stopping all of them. The way it's a free fall. And in the last 12 months, in 2022, 22 food plants burned down, blew up, or something bad happened to them. Well, it doesn't make much sense. Are they restricting our supplies of food? Number two, all these railroad accidents. You know, it didn't always happen like that. Is there any terrorists coming in that they're performing terrorism acts against our country? So that's why I worry about those borders. We don't have enough FBI agents to investigate everybody. And I think the American people have to have their eyes open and worry about what the heck is going on in Washington. I want to make sure that Washington, our state, our United States Senate, our United States Congress, our White House, there's not a for sale sign on them.
Yeah.
That the bigger the contributions you make, the more undue influence you have on our congressmen, our senators, our White House.
John, last minute, your book is titled, How Far Do You Want to Go? Why do you want people to buy this book, and what do you hope they get out of it?
I think a lot of people are buying their books, giving it to their kids. They're giving it to their grandkids and telling them the system on, if you read the book and have some common sense, that you can make, you could be a success too. So people are buying them, giving them to their kids, their grandkids. They're buying them, giving them to the Boy Scouts or the Girl Scouts or whatever, or the
Well, we've got to
but
pay
you can
attention.
buy our books, and I tell your audience, you can buy the books at your Amazon or barnesandnoble.com and give it away to the kids.
Yeah. It's called How Far Do You Want to Go? And again, it's all based on common sense and finding common sense solutions. That's what John has always been about. And John, it's been a real honor to welcome you to That Kevin Show. Thank you for being with us tonight.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Thank you for everybody at Salem for allowing me to be on the show. And I look forward to seeing everybody in the near future, and we'll celebrate together.
All right. Sounds good. Kevin McCullough coming right back from New York. Don't go away.
Ready or not, he'll be right back. That